Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Welcome to the Skein Scoop Podcast.
We're coming to you not so live from East Greenwich, Rhode Island, Skein Yarn Shop.
This is episode 65. It's Monday, St.
March.
Patrick's Day.
Yes.
March
March
17th.
17th.
I am Justine.
I'm Lori. Look, I'm with the St. Patty's Day spirit.
Yeah,
I planned that.
you knit that up just so you could wear it on St. Patty's Day.
That's right. That's right.
This is a knitting podcast. It's only got knitting on it today.
Yep, no crochet.
Knitting, tons
sorry.
of yarn, lots of bags, and I'm going to sneeze. Nope, it's okay. I'm going to sneeze at some point.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Hi, everybody. We've been a little late.
We're off a week.
Yes, we are, because we just
We needed a week.
we did. We needed a week.
Mm-hmm.
Because our friend, our very good friend Dawn, whom you've heard us talk about on the podcast, passed away and a couple of weeks ago, and so we needed some time to be able to process that. Not that you're ever done processing that, but
Dawn was an amazing woman, mom, friend, knitter, and she loved this store so much, and we loved her so much, and she was a strong lady. She was a strong lady, and it's been a bit.
it's been difficult.
So we, her services were last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and we were supposed to podcast on Monday, and on Sunday, after everything was all done, Lori and I were like,
Nope.
no.
No, because we knew we wanted to pay tribute to her.
Yeah.
Even though whatever we say is not going to be able to do Dawn justice.
Yeah, it's not enough.
We
But
loved her so much.
yeah.
And over the past couple weeks, or especially a week, 2 weeks ago, people asked how I met Dawn. And I actually met Dawn through social media. So this is an example of social media doing something good. When I decided that I was going to start the shop. No, because I know what you were going to say. I know what you were going to say.
We're closed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, it's Dawn. Telling us to just move on. But anyway, I started an Instagram account for the shop, and because I wanted to get people excited about the opening of the shop, and she was one of the first people who reached out to me over Instagram, telling me how much she loved to knit and how she couldn't wait for the shop to open. And so we first got to know each other on Instagram, and I'm sure she was one of the first people in here on
Opening day. I remember meeting her on opening day, but I have a connection with Dawn even before then, but not really with Dawn.
Right.
My middle guy, Ben, when he was a couple months old, I took him to baby yoga classes, and I did baby yoga with Dawn's daughter, Caitlyn. So Caitlyn Caitlyn wasn't doing yoga. Caitlyn's son, Logan, and Ben were in the yoga class together. And so I had met Caitlyn, gone out for, lunch after those classes, and we maintained a friendship while the kids were little, and then COVID happened, and then when the shop opened, and then I met Dawn, it took a little while before we finally realized that I knew Caitlyn, and Caitlyn was Dawn's daughter. So, and I was with her grandson.
And then, of course, because it's Rhode Island, then over the years, we find out all the different ways that our lives are interconnected, and how we know 50 of the same people, and
Dawn has been battling a horrific disease with grace and dignity and strength. And we were blessed so much by her. We'll miss her, but she wouldn't like this. So we're going to move on from it, but we do want to say that we love her and we appreciate all the love and support.
Yes, this community has been incredible, and we want to tell everybody how appreciative we are. I mean, this is this is like a textbook case, if you will, of, knitters, crocheters coming together, showing their support for us, for the loss of our friend, and showing their support for Dawn's family, showing up.
Yeah.
And there are no words to describe how much we've appreciated it. And we just want everybody to know that we will be keeping Dawn's memory alive in everything that we do here at the shop.
Yep. But she would definitely not like this, so we're going to move on.
Yeah, she would definitely not like being the center of attention. Thank you.
I remember Caitlyn saying, Mom, now that you work at the shop, are you going to be on the podcast? And Dawn would be like, hell no. Hell no, I don't want to do that. So anyway.
So we miss you, Dawn.
Yes, we do. This weekend, we had a lovely, lovely trunk show with Hope and Keisha. Hope of Hope Made Yarn Co. and Keisha of Simply Vintage Designs. And we're super grateful to them for coming and to all of you who came to support that trunk show, which was a massive success.
Yes.
I was like being so good on Saturday. I'm like, I'm not going to buy anything. I have so many projects, yada, yada, yada. And I stopped in just to say, I wasn't planning on working yesterday, but when I got in here and you were like, the chicken with your head cut off, I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to stay for an hour or so.
Yeah. Charlotte was happy.
Charlotte was happy until all of a sudden she was like, I'm done and I want to go home. And I was like, okay, I guess we're leaving. But I was so good. And then like I was getting ready to leave and I was like, I need that. Like, all the things.
Impulse buy.
I did get a new pair of earrings from Keisha.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I love these. So this is Keisha's photography that she miniaturizes and puts in her jewelry, and I absolutely love these.
It's so unique.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique piece for sure. And really pretty. So
no, I mean all of her jewelry. Yeah, like her jewelry
the style of everything she does
is so unique. She uses her photography to take beautiful pictures of, I'd say mostly trees, but not always.
Some flowers. I'm gonna grab a pillow for my back. Okay. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna go on talking about Keisha's jewelry.
Yes.
So I bought earrings and a necklace that I forgot to wear today because I'm me, but it was absolutely great. So you should definitely go check out both Keisha and Hope's websites and Instagram accounts. I think do we have them listed? We'll have them listed down below, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my back just I moved a lot of boxes yesterday. We were like changing the clothes around because Ben has no clothes that fit him. So finally I was like, can you go in the basement and pull out all Harrison's clothes? And
oh, right. I saw the text, yeah.
We did the swap around.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So anyway, we digress. Simply Vintage Designs and Hope Made Yarn Co. But yes, the trunk show was fantastic. It was really, really great. And of course, we love when Hope and Keisha come to visit. And it always goes by way too fast.
I know.
And
really, and normally I don't get to spend as much time. I got out this weekend. I was out.
You did. But also it was in stark contrast to, because the first time they came, you were super sick.
Yeah, somebody was, either me or the children. But yes, I think I was really sick.
Someone was sick. And I feel like more than one person. So that was a no. And then, so you weren't around at all the first time. And then the second time they came was during the summer. I feel like
I was definitely there when they were here for the summer.
Yeah. but still it was summer, so not as
Yeah.
much. So this
Yep.
time you really got to spend a lot of time with them,
It
which
was
was
good.
great.
It was so good.
And I want to go down there,
To Dirty Jers.
down to Ocean City.
I would love to go there. I don't want to go running on that beach that Keisha's always running on, but I could go look at it.
Oh.
She's like a crazy runner lady.
Yeah, she is.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
In the best way. Love you.
She's
Check out their
she was
podcast.
She was the first person to use my treadmill.
Oh God, really?
Keisha used my treadmill this weekend. She
What a nut.
She what's the word I'm looking for?
Exercises?
No. No.
Broke it
broke it in, baptized it, whatever. Anyway. So yeah. So we had a really good time.
That's so funny. We had a really good weekend. Friday they got here. We set up.
Kevin and Ray had FOMO.
Yeah, they did. Sorry, boys. We missed you.
Yeah, we
And
did. We totally did.
We went next door and had a lot of food.
At Sienna, yep.
And
It was good dinner.
Keisha and I had some cocktails.
Yes.
And then
Hope and I did not.
I got home so late the next day.
I know.
Trunk show day.
Yeah. We were tired.
Yeah, I was
Right from the get-go.
Yeah, seriously.
I think I'm not using this straw because it's broken.
Always tired. Yeah, so it was a wonderful weekend. Thanks to everybody who came.
Yes.
Make sure you're tagging us and the girls if you're using their stuff because we want to see it if you post online.
One of the greatest things, and I said this to,
You sound like Everett.
I know, was, now that Hope and Keisha have been here a few times,
Mm-hmm.
was having so many people walk through the door with FOs.
Of their stuff.
In Hope's yarn.
Yeah.
And of course they wore their jewelry that they had gotten from Keisha. I love that.
I love it
It was just
too.
so nice.
So nice.
Yeah, I think Hope was like totally blown away.
Yeah. It was a really good weekend. And the yarn, the jewelry, everything is just so beautiful.
And a lot of people wore things that they had made with their LYS day, Skein or Skeins, that because Hope did a custom color for us for LYS day for last year. And you will all be happy to know that she is doing it again. It's going to be completely different color scheme. I'm super excited about it.
Exciting.
We picked out an inspo picture, and
I don't know anything about it. I can't wait to see. I hope it's a picture of me. Is it?
yes,
Yes.
It's this color.
It's this pink.
with these pinks mixed up.
Great. I love it.
Nut.
I love it. Sounds great.
Let's surprise Justine.
And be it called Justine. That's great.
Oh gosh. So anyway, I'm super.
That is exciting.
Super excited.
I'm assuming I'm gonna get to see what this is that you're talking about. Or no.
What, the picture?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, ow! Don't hit me.
Pinch you next time. Oh man.
Such abuse.
Well, okay, I finished an item. Did you notice? The people noticed. Look at this.
The people definitely notice.
I finished my Sassy cardigan.
It's so beautiful.
It's so cute. It's so great. I wore it all day Saturday, and I know, it's Surrey and fingering weight wool. I wore it all day, and I wasn't like too hot, but I am feeling a little warm this morning. I don't know why.
Get over yourself.
I know. I mean, whatever. It's so good. I love it. I think it looks.
It's beautiful.
I think it looks like not handmade. If that makes sense. I think it looks like you could have gone and bought it at the fancy stores because I think it's so fancy.
I disagree because I think it's way too nice and unique. You wouldn't have found it in a store. I mean, I get what you're saying because it's so good.
Well,
because
I just think
did it.
I just think that the look of it is very classic looking.
Yes,
Maybe
it's very
that's what I mean.
It's very Talbot-esque.
Oh, okay. Look at me. I'm being so fancy at Talbot's.
Yes.
I would never shop at Talbot's. Okay. I
Probably just insulted a few people.
Well, I just don't. I don't think I could wear Talbot's things. I wear sweatpants all the time.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
All right.
Didn't mean to insult anyone about Talbot's. I think they're probably great. I've never been.
You've never been in Talbot's?
Where's there a Talbot's?
Garden City.
Never been in a Talbot's. Do they have
sweatpants
there?
What's that mall? Providence Place.
Do they have sweatpants at Talbot's?
No, they do
well,
not
then
have
no.
sweatpants. They have a lot of white shirts.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's very tailored.
Sure. Well, maybe that's what the look is that I'm seeing, is a very classic look. I would make this again in a heartbeat. The pattern was really, really fun. I knit it in 2 separate parts.
You put it down for a long time.
I put it down for a really long time. So I had finished the back and one front, and then I pulled it out not long ago, and I was like, I'm gonna finish this bad boy. And
you did, and you set your mind to it.
It knit up really quickly.
It's done.
On my Ravelry project page, which you can find in the description box below, I put a link into how I did these sleeves because I did not follow the pattern.
Shocker.
And I encourage you all to try this. It was supposed to be a completely seamed project, and I didn't want to knit my sleeves back and forth. I wanted to do them in the round. So I picked up the stitches, and then I I read this blog post that was spectacular with tons and tons and tons of pictures and walking you through the math so that after you pick up the stitches, it tells you exactly how to math out where you're going to do your short rows so that the yarn doesn't pull from here. It's going down like a cap sleeve. And then I knit a couple of decreases, and then I did a rapid decrease before I did my cuffs, and I love it. I did not block.
You should love it.
I did not block the whole thing yet. I've only blocked half of it. I blocked the body before I picked up sleeves.
Okay.
Because I wanted to know how everything was going to feel.
Well, it looks like you blocked the whole thing.
I know, but I think I am going to let it take a ride in the salad spinner tomorrow at work.
Sounds good.
That's the plan. I love it. Oh, the yarn is from La Bien Amie when Lori and I went to my first Rhinebeck 3 years ago.
Yes. Yep. I remember.
And all the information about the colors are in my Ravelry project page. And if you're looking for something to use that you can get at Skein Yarn Shop, stay tuned when we talk about the opalescent collection from Hugh Loco. Okay?
Stay tuned.
Okay. What are you wearing, my friend?
Well, I am wearing this very gorgeous Winter's Beach Cardi by the patterns by Andrea Mowry, and this was knit by the lovely Angie in a record setting time. And look at how beautiful it is. I love it. It's the perfect length. Love these pockets. It's the Winter's Beach. Here, I'll show you the back.
Oh God, it's so good. Winter's Beach Cardi by Andrea Mowry.
It's been out for at least a few years.
This is in On the Round Cottage DK in the color Queen Anne's lace, which we have a lot of. Just
because we thought
when people see things knit up in certain colors, they want that same color. So,
and it might look very complex in terms of cables, but it's really, I mean, don't be intimidated. Cables are not hard. You just go one row at a time the way you do any pattern. And what's nice about this is that it's all in one. It's seamless.
Yeah.
Except for you do a 3-needle bind off at the top,
which is important because you need that structure and stability. Otherwise, it would really pull.
Yeah.
The cables on the top.
I happen to love a 3-needle bind off.
You do.
I really do. I don't know what it is, but
it's really gorgeous.
It only adds to the design, and this yarn is like butter.
Now you guys picked up this particular yarn when you were at
New England Fiber Fest, yeah.
So that was what, in February?
No, November. We just picked it up last November from Rachel.
was in February that you guys went to?
February?
Oh no, they went to Boston something. They went to, never mind. Forget it. Forget I'm talking. Ignore me.
Oh, no. There was something in Boston.
Did they go? Didn't they go? Didn't Angie and Jen go?
Angie and Jen and Annie went. Yes, and they met up with Kevin and Ray. Yep.
Okay, but
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No.
They got this.
Yes, we got this at Angie and I got this at New England Fiber Festival or whatever the heck it's called at the Big E. Mm-hmm. And but so again, this is on rate. If you're not following On the Round, you should be on Instagram, and we have a ton of this cottage DK.
I pulled it if you want to show some colors.
Look at you.
It is 100% non-superwash, extra fine merino wool.
Yes, 19.5 micron.
It is.
Look at that gorgeous
so soft.
color.
It is so soft.
You will not believe that it's non-superwash yarn. You will not believe it. Because I can't believe it still. Look at this gorgeousness.
So that means it's going to hold its shape. And it's perfect for stitch definition, for cables, for...
This is, I'm not even saying the names, I'm sorry. This is Euphorbia.
I love that color. What is with me in that color lately?
I don't know. But I could see myself making something out of this. Or this.
Yeah, that's stunning. What's that one called?
This one is called Hyssop? I don't know. I think
What's a hyssop?
I feel like it could be a plant. Lobelia. Here is Vintage Pink.
It's a plant.
I think a lot of the names are plant names. This is not. It's chocolate.
Portage.
I have so many colors and so much of it. And Sam, my daughter Sam, bought a bunch of it yesterday.
Should we make this?
I feel like no. What the heck did she say she was going to make with it? I can't remember. I don't think it's this.
I've wanted to make this for so long.
I know, same. Yeah, love it.
I have
couldn't love it more. Angie, thank you so much. She did such a great job.
I have so many half-finished sweaters in my stash that I need to, now that I did this one, I gotta pull out another one. Checking them off the list. Okay, let's do a couple more of the samples of finished things that we have. Can you pull this back over? It's on Sally right behind us. So Dawn's daughter, Caitlyn. Hi, Caitlyn. She is so excited to be on the podcast today. See, here she is.
Look at this.
Oh my God. You guys have to understand that Caitlyn started knitting a year ago. She has been knitting for about a year, and she's a fearless knitter. And she must be getting some of her stuff from her mom.
It's definitely genetic.
It's got to be genetic. So this is the Traveler. It is not called the Traveler hoodie, as I have been referring to it. It is called the Traveler, by Andrea Mowry again. This is using Juniper Moon Farms Patagonia, which is a sport weight yarn. And it's so good.
Oh my, I mean,
Caitlyn is...
It is perfect.
It's so perfect. She knit this for her cousin, and her cousin tried it on, and it looks so great.
Yes. Fits her like a glove.
Look at these things. I mean, like, the things that she did so fearlessly, just like...
I was not like that when I first started knitting. I was terrified of doing anything.
I love it. If I learned to knit as, like, a grown-up, I would probably, or like, if I learned to knit right now, I think I would be like that. But I was too little when I was learning how to knit to branch off just yet, you know? Because my grandma was like, let's just make squares for blankets. And that's all we did. It's so good. It's absolutely beautiful. And it fits.
This is another thing I would really love to make. Of course, mine would not be cropped.
Yeah, this is a cropped one. But actually, because of the ribbing, it does, you know, stretch a bit for sure. So it's so cute. It's on my list because what isn't, you know?
Same.
What isn't?
Same.
And I believe in the pattern it gives directions for how to make it not with, if you don't want
Oh, right. If you don't want the hood.
So that's, I think, why they call it the Traveler. And of course, from there, you get the Traveler cowl and the Traveler hat and the Traveler shawl and all the things. Is there a shawl? I think there is.
Yes. I think the first thing was the Traveler
That was the
shawl.
first thing that Caitlyn knit.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And then I was like, oh, you should make the cowl. She's like, is there anything else? So there we go. So excellent job, Caitlyn. It's gorgeous.
Just so good.
Okay. And then our friend Gail knit up this beauty. This is the Elyssa, Elyssa dress by Tyga Hilliard. Did we talk about this last time?
I don't think so.
If we did, sorry. I don't think so either.
Are the buttons in the back?
I think they're supposed to be in the back, yeah.
All right, but look how cute they are.
They're so cute.
Oh, let's get rid of this for a sec.
The perfect little flower buttons. So this one, Gail knit using one set
just so cute
of the unique sock kits. So in these, I'm going to pop one of these out of here so you can see. So you get the box, and on the outside of the box, it shows you a picture of what the socks are going to look like if you knit them as socks. Obviously, we're knitting a dress here. But they come in two.
That's what I think we showed the socks. I think.
Yeah. They come in two perfectly matched sock cakes. Thank you. And you can use the QR code that's on the back of here, and it takes you to a pattern for the socks if you wanted to knit socks. But all you need is one of these to make this adorable
12-month
size dress. So cute.
It's adorable. It's so soft.
So I pulled a couple. This one is number 59. That's what I just showed you. And the one that Gail knit that out of is this one here, number 55. So it looks like that. Okay. All right. I have 4 whips.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy
to
for
go?
you. I do. Yes, go.
Okay. Oh, I just made a...
You want to go to this one?
Sure.
What is happening? I don't know.
What is with your spam?
This is this same number.
Maybe they really want to talk to you.
So I actually answered it, even though I was scared to.
Yeah.
And I just, I didn't know what it was going to be. And no one was on the other end. And yet they must call me 10 times a day.
That's very annoying.
It's super annoying. And I think I blocked the number, but I don't understand how it's coming through if I blocked the number.
That is super annoying. Okay.
Moving on
from
the spam.
Okay, here's all the things I'm knitting on. I started 1, 2, 3 new things. Okay. One of them is because my husband's favorite, well, I shouldn't say that, his favorite cousin, Bernard, he asked me to knit him another hat. I've knit him a lot of hats. And if you know me, you know I do not like making hats. But we got this new yarn in, also from Earth Yarns, and it is called Spiral Grain Sport. And so it is a lot of yardage in here. You get 198 yards in this 50-gram hank. And it's like a hand spun where, if I'm not mistaken, like one color stays consistent through the whole time, at least in the colors that which is not true of all of them. So in mine it does, but not in these. So, anyway, I won't say that anymore. Forget, you heard me say that. There are 12 different colorways, from very light and pastel-y to moody and darker, or spring-like, and I wanted to knit with them immediately. So I decided that this was what I was going to make for Bernard, and I picked out 2 skeins. Can you figure out what colors these are so I can tell them exactly the numbers? Because I don't have the tags, I'm sorry.
You're the worst.
So I picked out 2 colors, and I cast on for a Musselburgh. So Musselburgh, whatever. I'm using a Chowgu US 3, and I started with this color here, and you can see that it is very, very, very subtly changing. It started off with like kind of a little pinkish almost with the blue, and then it goes, and now it's getting greener.
That's this one.
And that is color...
It's this one and this one, right?
Yeah, that's color number... sorry, it's called Sycamore. So that's this one that I'm starting with. And I have about 10 grams left, and I plan on knitting until I'm at like 10 inches total. And then I'm gonna swap over to this color, which is Redwood. And that's this right here. And so he'll have a fully reversible Musselburgh, can't call it the right thing.
Musselburgh?
A Musselburgh. Okay?
Musselburgh?
So that's what we're gonna do. And I am just knitting on this, like I'm keeping it in the car. I took it to basketball because it was an easy thing to just like not have to pay attention to. And I'm just going around and around and around. So if you haven't knit a Musselburgh,
you should.
You should.
Because it's a great pattern.
It sure is. It's by Isolde Teague. And you can knit it in anything from fingering weight to worsted, I think. Yeah. If you're not familiar, you just cast on the number of stitches it tells you to, and then once you have enough to lay it flat and measure your gauge, you then, based on how many stitches you're getting per inch, it tells you how many to increase to, and then when you stop increasing, you just go around and around and around. So I did the top on a magic loop on a US 3, switched to a 16-inch needle, and I'm just...
And Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, and I did this like, you know, pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It's tiny. But I love having this.
It's so soft.
It's really soft. And while I've been knitting it, all I can think about is I want to hold mohair with this and knit a sweater because I think it would be so nice to have just the faintest. I love how like gentle it changes colors. It's not a rapid change, so it would be nice in an all over sweater to kind of have something to not tone it down, but to keep it consistent or in one tone, you know what I mean? Like if you if you picked in here like a light purple as the mohair, you would just get little flecks of other colors. It wouldn't look so stripy. Yeah, I just think it would be really pretty. So other colors, this one here is called Crab Apple.
This one is Sugar Pine.
This one is Weeping Willow, which I also saw somebody knit a Manhattan hat, I think, out of this color held with the mohair, and it was fantastic.
Oh,
really beautiful.
That sounds great. This is Wisteria.
Beautiful.
Which is the perfect name.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
For that. So yeah.
So that's been fun. Just a easy on the go.
There's a shawl I want to make with this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's really pretty. And again, it's called Spiral Grain Sport. If you have a pattern that calls for spin cycle sport, you could use this as an alternative. They cost $26 for a 50-gram skein with 198 yards. So it's good. I'm loving this. So that's project number 1. Keep going.
Keep going.
Okay. Let's talk about this. So our friend, new yarn had come in, and we got a ton of yarn. I'm trying to think of how to say this, but so we got a lot of this. This is Sanus Garn's Tin Lena. Is that how you say it? It is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen. It is a fingering weight. For all intents and purposes, let's call it a linen yarn, right? Because it's like that's the thing you feel. So we knew we loved Sanus Garn. We knew we wanted to get this into the shop. And Lori ordered a crap ton of colors of this yarn.
Yes, I did.
A crap ton. So we have lots of them. The price point is really fantastic on this. It's $8. You get a 50-gram ball for 220 meters in one of these balls. So you're able to make a top with 3-4 of these balls. I mean,
what could be bad
about it?
Especially since it is super soft.
It is so soft.
This is not your average cotton linen yarn.
So, Marissa is one of our sample knitters, and I asked her to make the Cloud Tee by Petite Knit in this yarn. And I think it was too big of an ask for me to ask that she's gonna, with new babies in her life and all the things.
Yeah.
And
plus, when she says that she's so great. She knits so many samples for us. Mm-hmm. But she did say when she first started knitting samples for us that she did not want to knit like shirts or sweaters or tees or anything.
So she started it.
And it is fine yarn.
Yes.
So
she started it.
You know, it takes a little bit.
And she was like, I can't make it grow. It won't get any bigger. Can I ask you to finish it? And I said, sure. So here we go. So this is the Cloud. You haven't seen it yet, Lori.
Mm-mm.
This is the Cloud Tee by
Oh my gosh, I love the color.
Oh my God, me too. Okay, so here is I think this is the front here. It is a super minimalistic.
Yes.
Listen, it's so pretty.
Which is my jam. I love simple.
I do too.
When I say simple, not that it's hard, it's not hard. I'm not talking about the difficulty level. I just mean look, I also love this. Sometimes I'm going to love to wear a cable knit sweater, but I also, listen, this is why we do love a lot of petite knit. That's, a designer for those of you who don't know that she goes by Petite Knit. And we love most of her patterns because that is her aesthetic. It is extremely minimalist. And this is one of those tops that you will be able to throw on with absolutely anything.
Yeah. So I do need to put it on a large, I didn't have a 2.5. This is a 24-inch and it's like super bunched up on here and I can't stand it. So I need to get a 32-inch needle, but I didn't have one.
But it feels
amazing.
So amazing.
So after knitting it, I will say, it's not a heavily plied yarn. So it does split sometimes. So you have to be careful. I would highly suggest using super sharp needles or chowgoos are fine, but like a wooden needle probably would be less fun for this because of the pointedness, but for some people maybe that doesn't matter. I think I went around a couple times, so I had to knit maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches to the front before I connected it.
Okay.
And I had to knit like 2 inches maybe, and then I connected it. And now that I'm going in the round, because purling was different too, right? So I'm purling on those spots that it's flat and I'm like, oh God, I'm missing a stitch or missing a strand of the linen.
You just have to be
a little more cognizant. But now I actually feel like I can feel it in my hand better. So it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's not a big deal at all, really. And I really love the color. I think this with a pair of white pants, I mean, are you kidding me? Like, and a nice denim jacket? Give me a break. I could go to Talbot's with it on and
here we go.
Not sponsored. And so that's that. So
but should be.
It should be, yeah. Oh my God. Am I gonna get fired? Yeah, so this is so great. Look at how the drape of it. And then I thought, okay, because it's $8 a ball and you get so much yardage, there's so many like sport DK weight summer tops. Hold it double.
Yeah, hold it double.
And knit like a quicker summer top. But
absolutely.
I'll be slowly but surely knitting away on this. It will not be cropped.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, you'll have that done before summer. I mean, you're just going like this now.
Just going around, and then I have to pick up for a sleeve. I don't even think that I think you do pick up some, I don't know. If I get bored going around, what I'll do is I'll just do a sleeve and then go back and do the other, you know, it's only a 2-inch little sleeve. But yeah, I actually really love this. I think the feel of it knitted is absurd.
Gosh.
Like, it really feels amazing. If you wanted to knit an Onkers summer tee with this held double, it would be unbelievable. So I pulled over some colors just so you can see. I love this one. This one is colorway 6841. It's called Dusty Aqua. I think that is beautiful.
It's a little more green in real life, don't you think?
Yeah, it looks a little bluer on the screen. Look at us, a green and green and blue.
Oh no.
5252 Twilight. And this is a little softer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little dark.
It looks more periwinkle, but it's actually more lavender.
This is light beige, and look at that. That's light beige.
Yep.
And this stunningly gorgeous little pink is called Powder Rose. So pretty. So we have a ton of these. I think for every color we have 20 balls.
Yeah.
So you would not have an issue getting enough if you wanted.
This is amazing.
I know, it feels so good.
So nice.
I know. And even a summer shawl.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, people. Okay?
Come on, people.
Okay. Should I keep going?
I
have 2 more.
Let's see. Well, I don't even know if you could call them whips.
That's a whip.
Well, I'll talk about Hope's yarn again because I cast on with it. So I saw this color that Hope had. And don't forget, we have Hope's yarn here in JoJo's favorite. That's one of her fingering weight bases.
Yep.
It's 75-25, right?
25, yeah.
And so we have plenty of that yarn left, and 100% we'll be getting more, even though we, had a trunk show. We love having trunk shows because we can showcase all of the different bases that people have. But we also carry Hope's yarn in the shop because we think it's amazing and people love it. So I saw this color. This is a new color.
A new base.
And a new
color,
yeah. New color and a new base. So this is Hope's new non-superwash fingering. And the name of the base is Peace. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's 100% extra fine non-superwash. So it's like the Cottage DK and On the Round, but in fingering weight.
So soft.
437 yards and 100 grams.
4-ply. But I mean, the color, I'm dead. I am dead.
Yeah, that's
from this color.
Yeah.
And
Lori came over to the register and she was like this. There were 3 skeins and she was like, and she's like, I'm gonna make that. And I was like, oh, you don't have enough yardage. She was like, but there were only 3. I was such a killjoy. I was your little rain cloud.
Yes, you were, just like Bethany. I just, I could just look at it all day and be happy.
It's so good.
And the color name is literally perfect. It's canopy.
Oh, so good.
Like a canopy of foliage. Is that what you call it? Foliage or leaves or whatever in a forest, or rainforest.
You should write books about canopies.
Oh, yes. I'm so gifted. I'm a wordsmith. That's what people think when they watch the podcast.
They're like, wow, those 2 are on top of it.
Yeah. Lots of good vocabulary.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am in love with this color. So I was going to cast on the Cloud Tee, but I decided that I didn't want to be on size 1 needles, which is what I would have needed, or 1.5 needles, which you're on probably
I think it's
2
a 2
or 2.5.
Right? Yeah,
right.
You would.
But I would have had to go down because I knit loosely. And I was like, nope, not going on 1s or 1.5s. Not happening. So I cast on. So this is my whip.
I'm so excited that you're making this.
Super. So I'm going to be knitting a Kaisa tee, which is something that I've been talking about doing for 3 years now?
Yeah. Kaisa is Kaisa by Annie Haas, who is
Show
This
notes.
Bird Knits. There'll be a picture up here. But I made mine before the store even opened. I made mine years before the shop opened, even, because I
No, I don't think you. I went,
Did
so
you go on my Ravelry project page?
I did go on your Ravelry project page.
When did
and
I-
it said that you got the yarn from me.
Huh. I could have sworn I
So-
got it from Love to Knit.
Maybe you did, and maybe you just made a mistake on your Ravelry project page.
Well, that's probably not right. I didn't make a mistake. I made a mistake somewhere.
Because I thought you did knit it before the shop opened.
Well, maybe I knit it. Maybe because we did get on the round
We did.
prior to the store opening, so maybe I made it.
That could also be
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, riveting.
here's my
conversation.
whip.
It's so pretty.
So
Wow, you're almost done.
I know. I'm so excited to get going with it. I'm just gonna love looking at it.
What
while I'm
size
knitting
needle
it.
are you knitting on?
I'm on a 5, I believe.
And are you gonna go to a 7 for the body?
No,
Did you do a gauge?
I did do a gauge. However, I didn't do as good of a gauge as I normally do.
Okay.
But that's because, so here's the thing about this.
Mm-hmm.
It calls for, even though you're using fingering weight yarn, it calls for an 7s and 8s. So
Yeah.
you're supposed to do the body on, not supposed to.
The pattern.
The pattern calls for 7s and 8s, but of course that's just a suggestion. And I decided I didn't want it quite that loosey-goosey.
Okay.
So I've gone down. So I guess I'm going to be on a 6. That's what I did my gauge on 6s.
Okay.
And I got 5 3/4 stitches to the inch.
Okay.
And so I did my math and
Hey,
I
girl.
chose my size based on my gauge.
And then after you were on Ravelry already looking at my Ravelry project page, did you
Yes.
create yourself a Ravelry project page?
I did not.
Sorry. I got so excited
All right.
for a minute. You looked like you were going to say
I
that you
will.
did.
I will. I'm just so bad about keep putting pictures
You don't have
up.
to. I'll
and-
do the pictures.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do it today then.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
It'll be it won't be my first Ravelry project page, but it'll be the first one in quite some time.
Well, the last one was when you did the moon bumps.
Look at it. Look at it.
Are you gonna alternate skeins?
I'm going to after the lace.
Okay. Yeah, because in mine, if you will notice, a giant line. Because
You know what?
Because I
so
didn't at all.
so I know you didn't, and
But-
yes,
It happens to fall right under my boob.
you can't. That's the thing. Like,
I literally don't care.
yeah. So
Great.
yeah.
Love
So
it for
that's
you.
it.
I love that.
That's one whip.
What project bag are you gonna put that in?
That's a really good question too. I'm trying to decide
Okay.
because I have a new bag coming, which I'm super excited about. Like, not a project bag, but like
Like a purse.
I just decided
Were you sick of
I
carrying
love-
around your bag as a
I
purse?
love my Oh Wow Amsterdam project bag, but I have been using it as a purse
Yeah.
and I feel like a little silly.
Yeah. I
And
get
I'm
it.
like, okay, it's time for me to be a grown up.
Okay.
So I ordered a bag and I ordered the insert that goes in it that
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
organizes you.
Is it gonna turn you organized?
Probably not.
I hope so.
That would be so nice.
Yeah. All right.
But I still don't have anything written in my planner, so
That's okay. Next year. There's always next year.
it's always next year.
All right.
No, well, that's why I got it. That's why I got it an undated one, so I can start whenever I want.
You know that I love Sandus Garn Double Sunday.
Yes,
I love Double Sunday so much that I'm trying to convince Lori to only carry Double Sunday in the store, and we can have a shop called Skeins of Double Sunday only.
Yes,
Because
I got
I
those.
love it so much.
Yes. Should I? I feel like you should put. I feel like we should put a screenshot of the text conversation that
I
we
was
had
like, come
about
on,
that.
I have a good idea. Let's rename the store and only buy
Yes.
Double Sunday. I love it so much.
But I'm pretty sure that text conversation happened after a cocktail or two.
Well, I can't tell you, but I agree that it should be called that now, and I haven't had a cocktail today.
Skeins of Double Sunday only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Skeins of Double Sunday. Just like that. instead of where it says yarn shop, Double Sunday only. But then they're not in Skein, so it kind of messes. We'd have to call it balls of Double Sunday only. Right? That works. Anyway, I cast on a sweater for my daughter.
It's fantastic.
She's never going to wear it.
She has to.
It is called the Monday Sweater Junior, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Does it use the word junior? Yeah,
I think so.
Monday Sweater Junior by Petite Knit, because, you know.
Because we love her.
The Monday sweater also comes in an adult size, and it is a DK weight pattern written in Double Sunday, I think.
Because she loves Double Sunday. She loves Double Sunday so much that she has her own line of colors with them in Double Sunday.
Okay, so this is the Monday Sweater Junior.
Look at it.
I saw these colors and said this has to be in a striped sweater for Charlotte.
It's literally the embodiment of Easter.
It's so cute. Too bad we'll be in Mexico for Easter, so
no sweaters.
No sweaters for her. This is 5 colors of the Double Sunday. Couple things about this pattern that I want to point out. Number one, it has a folded over neckline, which I have never done before, because normally when I see them, I think, I don't know for me personally if I would want that.
Right.
Folded up there, but now I have decided that I do.
Always?
Not always, but now next time and actually somebody the other day, my nose is itchy. Somebody the other day came in wearing this sweater in the grown-up size, the Monday sweater, and hers was a fingering weight and a mohair. And I think that because it was the fingering with the mohair, and I think she did it on a looser gauge, it was so relaxed looking. I just think this for sure, it looks like a sweatshirt. And I think that she's a genius for how she had you do this. And so without giving away too much, I will just say that from now on.
Giving away too much.
What do you mean? Of the pattern?
Oh, like there's a surprise?
No, without because it's a paid for pattern. I don't want people to know the information without buying the pattern.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you too much of this pattern because I think it's brilliant. There is a method.
They're still going to have to buy the pattern no matter what you say.
Shut up. I'm not telling you.
Without giving away too much.
Without giving away too much. Stay tuned. The way she has you do a folded over collar is genius.
She's a genius.
Okay? It's genius. Now, the rest of the sweater is very reminiscent to me of the no frills sweater in terms of how the raglan works. However, there are very, very clear directions for the short row shaping on the back. And some people have had issues with the no frills sweater because I think it's an older pattern. I think this is more clearly written in terms of how to do the short rows. Okay. Now, it was not supposed to be striped, but I picked out these 5 colors and I said I want it to be striped. And then I made the mistake of showing Charlotte and letting her pick the order of the stripes. I never would have put the purple next to the blue, but my child chose it to do that way. I wanted the mint in between the purple and the blue, but Charlotte chose the order. I went to the...
Why would you do that?
I don't know what I was thinking.
Kids are dumb.
It's okay. It still looks cute, right?
It is beautiful.
I actually really love these 2 colors next to each other. And I also really love these 2 colors next to each other. I think they're great.
I think the whole thing looks fantastic.
So the back of the sweater, from here to the end, for her size, it needs to be like a full 19 inches. I think that sounds
right. Okay.
From the top of the neck down.
Yep.
So I divided that by the 5 colors and figured out how long I wanted each stripe to be. And then I'm going to make her sleeves match. And I think it's so cute.
It's fantastic.
I think it's adorable. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I did this really, really quickly. And then I put it down because, but touch it.
I know.
But touch it because of your,
because of my experience?
Yeah.
This is still different from the sweater to remain nameless.
Well, it's over here. We can talk about it.
Are we talking about it?
Can I not talk about it? I knit it.
You already talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't know why it wasn't on here. I was confused.
Forgot, but it's right there. I have to put it in.
All right. So we can talk about it.
Okay. So.
All right. All right. Good. Because then I can explain what happened to me.
Okay. In addition to knitting this sweater for Charlotte, I'm also working on my Portage by the lady's name that's on the screen because I can't say her last name and I forget.
Is it Melissa?
Shashwari.
Shashwari. Yep. That's how I'm saying it anyway.
Shashwari.
So yes, we did on the last podcast, we talked about how ridiculously soft this is.
Okay, don't touch this part. This part and this, they feel the same.
They feel a little different to me.
This up here, feel here.
Okay, no, feel here. Feel here.
I just think it's the more I'm like dragging it around.
You know what? You could be right about that. You could be, it's
soft.
But I mean, okay, so here's the deal, people. So I am also knitting, kind of knitting a Portage.
Do you have those two things or did you rip them out?
No, I ripped everything. I literally lost count of the number of times that I ripped this sweater out over the weekend. So I finally cast on my Portage. I was originally going to do it in Le Garçon, British DK.
You wanted to wait to cast on until you finished
my other sweater, the Isabel Kramer's cardigan, which I can't remember. Ella. Yes. So I did want to wait, but then I did a swatch of using the British DK, which is right here, which I love. But then I was like, I saw Justine's and I'm going to be honest, I was a little jelly. And I'm like, I think I'm going to do it in Double Sunday also. So I picked a color in Double Sunday, which is also gorgeous. This is, the color number is 7281. It's called Deep Petrol. Beautiful, right?
I feel like there has to be a reason. Give me that.
This?
Yeah.
So,
well, of course, my ball doesn't have a big
I ultimately decided to cast on my Portage with this yarn.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be something to the fact that this says it has a different...
I think you might be right. The labels are completely different. So I feel like, but I don't know. Is it because, I don't know. So like the font and the,
I don't know. Mine does say muslin free, non-superwash. I don't know.
Anyway, so I cast on and I got and I had a few inches at least, like 4 or 5 inches done. And it did not look anything like Justine's. And it felt different too.
In terms of two different things. In terms of, mine has almost a fuzz. So
not almost. It has a halo.
Okay.
Like it has a significant halo. Like look, even the people can see it.
It's the oils in my hands. They're magic.
I'm sure that's what it is. So anyway, so I kept on working on it. And we were all together all weekend.
Our gauges are very different.
Our gauges are different. And, well, they shouldn't be, theoretically.
No, they are. You always have to do a different needle size than I do.
Yes.
Is what I mean.
Yes.
And I see. But you changed the needle size anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So
you're right.
Our gauges were the same. And I just wasn't loving the way it was looking. Also I was having like a pretty hard time seeing it because it's dark. And so after days of indecision, I ripped it out. What? You said what?
That I would be happy to have full-on twinning sweaters with you.
And I know that.
You could get the same color.
And I know that, and I know that you meant it. But to me, it just,
You also did just finish that gray sweater.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had just finished another gray sweater. Plus, I really feel like I should be using a different yarn, just as, you know, like I want to show people different options, you know. I was tempted. I was really tempted because this is super, super snuggly. And we do have
lots of colors.
We have this color.
Before we continue, it is a cardigan with this pattern that goes down the back panel throughout the whole thing, and then it has you pick up a collar and you knit a big garter collar, which goes into a really cool pocket in the front of the cardigan. There are directions for how to do these 1/1 crossing over cable stitches. There's directions in the pattern, and then obviously YouTube is a wealth of information, and I found the way that they describe how to do it annoying, so I just went on YouTube and I found like a different way to do it, the same stitch but like
it comes
a different
out
way.
I mean, I think it comes out the same.
It looks the same to me.
And the way that Justine found is much faster.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Super quick.
It's a game changer.
It totally is. So I also added the link to that video in my Ravelry project page so that you can, if you choose to make something with a 1/1 right cable, it shows you how to do it in that video. And I have to say, at first I was like, oh my God, this is taking forever. But now after this weekend, so on Saturday night after the trunk show with Hope and Keisha, we had a little knit group with our Rhinebeck friends, plus Caitlyn, who we hope becomes a Rhinebeck friend. I'm trying to bully her. And so we hung out and knit, and it was so nice. And it really, when we were talking, Hope was telling us about all of the knitting clubs that she belongs to, or like her knit groups that she goes to. And I just was sitting there and I literally said, I don't have a knitting group because I never get to sit and knit like that with other, literally.
No, it's true.
I don't ever, all these ladies that can come to the store and that are my friends and our friends that are here all the time, they're so lucky that they get to just sit and knit together.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just don't get that. I don't have a knitting group, so.
The shop is my knitting group.
Yeah.
And yours, really.
It is my knitting group, but,
right,
but I don't get to actively sit there and talk and knit.
Right.
So my knitting time happens when I'm sneaking it in between kids' things while I'm watching a sporting event or I'm watching TV at nighttime with my husband. I'm not having like that, like sit around social and knit. And because we were all knitting on this, and because there was no TV on, I wasn't distracted by my phone, I was chatting, we were chatting. I knit so much on this while we were sitting around. And, and I really felt like I kind of got a little momentum on this project. So that was, and then I felt like I was understanding how to do it.
So I think we've let the cat out of the bag that this is our Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah, this is our Rhinebeck sweater.
Yeah, this is our house Rhinebeck sweater. And because it is, you know, long, we started extra early.
And hopefully it's not, you know, 80 million degrees out when we're there, because it's going to be hotter than you know what.
We'll take a picture and then throw them on our beds.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really, really happy.
I'll love it so anyway, I'm going back to this beautiful British DK, but I did have to rip it out, and so I haven't started it again. So
what's that?
I'm a little frustrated.
What's that color of British DK that you're doing?
Jason's Aqua. Jason's Aqua. And it is so good, and we have loads of British DK, and I can't wait. I can't wait to show you the next time we podcast, which we are going to be probably a little delayed because I'm going to Spain to see my kid.
Yeah.
So, so it'll be, if we manage to do it on that Wednesday, we'll see. But it might have to wait another 3 weeks, which I hate.
What do you mean that Wednesday?
Well,
You're leaving on a Monday.
I'm leaving on a Monday and coming back on a Monday.
Oh.
So if
you
we
come back on the 31st.
I come back on the 31st. So if we can do it on April 2nd.
Sure.
That would be good.
Let me check my calendar.
Yeah, please. Please, please. So that's why my whips look like this, because I did a lot of knitting over the weekend, but ripped it all out.
Well,
and it makes me sad.
You do have a new whip.
I do have a
new thing, and like the people have never seen it yet.
Yes, that's true.
So let's get into it.
It's got a lot of ends. Did you do all your whips?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, this is the Seaside Tee by
Cheryl Mokhtari.
Yes, Mokhtari.
Mokhtari.
And actually,
I love those colors together.
Yes, I do. I'm doing it in Cumulus, Juniper Moon Farms Cumulus. Oh my gosh, it's a mess.
Which we did get restocked on. It's right behind Lori over there. You know what I'm going to do at the end of the video is I am going to do a little walk around because the store looks so beautiful.
The store does look
The store looks so beautiful
amazing
right now, minus the stuff we have out on the table, but the shelves look really pretty, and I'll take a little video around and show you what's new.
I think that's a great idea. So anyway, this is Juniper Moon Farms Cumulus in, I believe this is Pearl.
Hi, Kev.
And I want to say sand. Would you mind getting them?
Do we have that color?
Oh no, we might be out of it. Shoot.
It's not this, right?
No. All right. So we'll be getting more of this color. And so it's the Seaside Tee, which I already said, and it's a little striped tee.
It's in the round, or it's what's happening? Is it connected?
Oh yeah.
Oh, but there was a little bit of short rows, right? Or
yeah. You started flat and then you joined. So
great.
It's yeah.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Weave in those ends.
Yes, I know. I've been meaning to. But what I really like about it, so this is the back.
You'll see a picture.
This is the back, but I just really like these saddle shoulders. Right? That's what they're called, I think.
Yeah. So classic looking. You could get it.
You could get this at Talbot's. Yes, and it feels so good. This is, I believe, 96% is really Mako cotton.
And 4%.
4% nylon. But I noticed that the Cirrus is 100%.
100% cotton.
What's up with that?
I don't really know.
So we have Cumulus's, baby sister.
Sure.
So, yeah, so I'm trying to think of, I've got to get going on this, and I do have to weave in these ends.
I think once you weave in those ends, you'll feel like doing
better.
You'll feel like doing it.
That could be true.
Once I wove them, the ends were really there were a ton of ends on this sweater. And so one day before I finished the second sleeve, I just stopped and I wove in all the ends so that literally when I finished the sweater when we were at dinner on Friday night, I was like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, it was great.
Literally done.
It was so good.
Yeah, that looks perfect.
It's not.
What do you mean?
But
oh, stop it. Oh my gosh.
I did something here.
Whatever.
I don't know when I did my increases.
Do you have to pick up for a collar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You have to pick up for a collar. And I have been looking at the neck looks just gigantic to me. And she is telling you to pick up in every stitch. I will not be doing that. I will be decreasing the amount that I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Because most people did that. And people who did pick up in every stitch ripped it out and redid it. So if you do decide to make this, and it's
check
the
Ravelry project pages.
Yes, and I highly recommend doing it in this yarn. I love this yarn. It's lovely to work with,
it really looks beautiful,
and it feels fantastic. But you can do it in any worsted weight yarn. But if you're doing it for summer, do it in cotton. You could also do it in remix.
So Seaside Tee, there's also a Seaside Tee light. You could do it in the linen. Just saying.
Just saying.
Okay, nice. When we talk about the fact that we got a million new yarns and stuff, like I have to put down my knitting so that I could show you. Although we did show you a lot of stuff already as we went, so this might not be too crazy. But we did get that restock in Double Sunday, which I'll show you when I go for a little shop tour. We got the spiral grain yarn and the sock sets from Earth Yarns. When I was talking before to tell you to stay tuned about something you can knit this sweater in, the opalescent collection from Hugh Loco would be absolutely perfect. We got the whole thing, but we already did sell out of at least one of the colors. So if you're looking for this, you got to get it while you can. So we got the Surrey and the Phyllis sock base. So the Phyllis sock is a 75-25 merino nylon fingering weight, and the Surrey is a 74-26 baby Surrey alpaca silk blend. So this one here is called Halo.
Yeah. That's going to be the next one to sell out, and I got a decent amount of that.
There's no words for this.
This is Twinkle. I have to say, Angie and Annie, they cast on a shawl. I might need to do that because it is looking gorgeous.
Oh God, it's so good. This is Tessellate. And Fran, was it Fran? I don't know. I've seen this one knitted together, held double.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Fran. She's making a sweater.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
It's
so
really amazing.
This is the Hugh Loco opalescent collection, and I wish I could tell you that we have a ton of it left, but we have a decent amount of it left.
Yeah, we have a decent amount of it left, but it has kind of flown out the door.
It's flying. It's flying. If you wanted to make this cardigan, a shawl, if you wanted to.
How about a birds of a feather? Birds of a feather. You need 2 and 2 of the Surrey and 2 of the sock.
So good. We already talked about the On the Round Cottage DK. And we got restocked in both the Doodle Knit Directory by Jamie Lomax, which is this amazing book that comes with hundreds of mix and match motifs that are themed like her Doodle Deck cards, but it's not all of them. But then it also comes with patterns or recipes for these doodle motifs. This is $24.99. When we get these, they sell out. So we're stocked if you need it. This is a really awesome book.
Yeah, the doodles have blown up, and there are lots of Emily from Fangirl Fibers. She has tons of sets for the doodles.
You could use the On the Round Cottage TK and make a spectacular set of cowls, mittens,
you name it,
all the things.
Even your from your stash, whatever DK weight yarn you have in your stash. So we also, in addition to the book, we also got new doodle card decks. So we have the Dino doodle card deck. We got Cass. They're so cute.
Oh my God, look at the little yarn ball and the fish in the fish tank. I'm so cute.
Dogs.
Not to be forgotten. Look at the fire hydrant.
They're so cute.
What is this on the top? Oh, a poop.
That's gross. And a travel.
A travel one?
I gotta look at this. Oh my God, that is disgusting.
What are those, suitcases? What's that on the top? A ship.
Yeah, cruise ship.
A choo-choo train. So
Cameras.
Cute. So cute. Hot air balloon. Adorable.
You could make yourself a travel doodle themed cowl
for our trip
next March. They just came back from the trip this year, and I was dying over the
Instagram
pictures.
stuff is insane. I know.
I mean, it is the things that we're going to do. It's just going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Stonehenge, and we're going on a private tea bus, a double-decker tea bus around London. I mean, it's going to be fun. We're going to have plenty of knitting time. We're going to have a knit along for the trip. What else? We're going...
All of that information is also posted down below. If you want the brochure from us for information, email Lori, Lori, at skeinyarnshop.com. It's a trip to England and Scotland. And
it's March 13th through the 21st of 2026.
It's gonna be so
and
good.
It is filling up. So don't delay, because once we hit our max, then we'll have to start a waiting list.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun. So
Yeah,
many
it's gonna
people
be
have
amazing.
signed up.
Okay, we still have more yarn.
Still have more yarn.
The baby sister Lori was talking about to the Cumulus is Juniper Moon Farms Cirrus, which is a pure Israeli Mako cotton. It's 100%, and they come in these awesome little cakes. You get 328 yards in 100 grams. It's so light and airy and beautiful. So we got a ton of colors. We really like it's so many colors.
Yes.
So we have lots of solids. I pulled 4 of them. This one here is called Pink Lemonade, number 11. We got a linen, natural linen color. This one I love is called Buttermilk. It's like
And it feels just like the Cumulus. I mean,
it's such a pale yellow. It's so pretty. And I love this poppy color as well. So, can you pull,
what do you need?
do you see next to the basket, there's a paper sticking out on the second one? Nope.
This
Yeah. So, in addition to the cirrus that's in the solid colors, we also got 5 of the cirrus rainbow. So this one here is called Pacific Sky. And then I also pulled Lotus Flower. So these are like the ones that we use here where people want to make baby blankets, and they make the Sliding is Fun baby blanket out of the Cumulus. But they sent us, Juniper Moon Farm sent this pattern called Zeynep for this shawl. And the shawl is massive. It is huge. This is in Juniper Moon Farm's Cumulus, the worsted weight. I think if you knit this in DK, it's gonna be just slightly smaller, maybe a little more wearable as a shawl.
That thing is massive.
This I would cuddle up with and keep on the couch as like a blanket, but I would want this for my own self if I was going to wear this as a shawl. So we're having this made up as a sample in the cirrus in the DK weight, and I just think it's going to be so pretty. They also sent us a pattern called the Holly Girl Top, and this is using one color of the Cumulus rainbow, the cirrus rainbow, and you could also of course do this in a solid as well, and I just think it's adorable. And we're having it done in, here's more earth yarns.
Is that?
Yeah, we're having it done in a size that Charlotte can wear so that I can put it on her and take some pictures. So there we go. So that's that. Hello. In addition to these, they also sent us a sample of a new baby blanket. So this is the Divina baby blanket, and it is a very simple, really adorable stitch, 5-stitch wrap.
Squid. I know.
Jesus, I thought you were intentionally doing that.
No, I wasn't.
And so they sent us actually 2 of these.
Yeah.
And so these come in 3 different sizes. You can make Where does it say? A small, medium, or large. So a small is a 28 by 30, a medium, which I think this is, 32 by 38, or a large 36 by 42.
I love these colors.
I think it's so pretty. And what's cool about it is, like, this is the right side, obviously, with those super sweet, like, crossover cable things. But then the wrong side is kind of pretty too. Right?
I love it.
I think it's great. And so we have this as an option now too. Lots of things. We got stocked up on all things cotton around here.
We sure did. Because summer's coming.
All right, let's talk bags.
Let's.
I know. Yeah, we can do that one first.
Yeah,
so
this is a restock.
We got a restock on these mesh totes. This is Delaque mesh totes. We have sold out of these so quickly every single time that I haven't been able to get one. Well, have no fear.
I still don't have one.
I got it. Lori Land.
What?
Gotta get one.
I know.
Because
I can't, the only reason I haven't gotten one is because I literally can't decide what color.
I can't believe you're
I love this bag.
the green. I have to tell you, I have been taking it. It fits so much. It's like crazy. I mean, I have all my projects in here, which normally I don't, but like I went to basketball. So I have my project on the side. Then I can fit water bottles, kid snacks, iPads, extra,
you name it.
like all the things. It's so nice to just have it in one thing. And then the outside zipper pocket, I just toss in my keys in here. I put my keys in here. I put my AirPods in here.
This
put my
pocket
phone in here.
is awesome.
That way, when I walk out, I know where it all is.
And it comes with another bag.
Yep.
Another mesh wax canvas bag.
I already filled up with all my things.
But wait, there's more. It comes with
scissors.
Yeah, I love the fact that it comes with a pair of scissors, a nice long strap so that you could wear it crossbody if you want. It comes with a tapestry needle. And I love the scissors. Look, the scissors, and you won't lose them because they clip right on here. Look at that.
We can't keep these in the store. We have 3 colors available. We have the denim blue, we have the mustard, and we have the olive green. Love them.
Can't say enough good about them.
Love them.
You will never regret the purchase of that bag. Ever.
And I think they're $82.
I think so. Yeah.
Available online. All we got left is a tenty. If you are looking on the website, if you're looking down below on the project, in the description box below, there is a link to all the Attenti bags that we have in the store. So you'll be able to see them and get it from that way. Because they're all named different things. It's a little bit complicated. So if you see something and you're like, I can't find it on the website, can you help me? Just give us a call and we will. Or send an email and we can figure it out.
But if you go to our website and where the little magnifying glass is up in the upper right hand corner, if you just put in the word Attenti, ATENTI, all of the bags will show up, or 4 of them will show up and it'll say load more. Then click on load more and it'll show you all the pictures of the bags.
Yeah.
That's the best way to go about it.
And that's the link that I have down below.
Yeah. But of course, you can also feel free to email us or call us and say, I want that pink bag that you showed on the website.
This is a Nikki Molly bag. Attenti, Nikki Molly.
I love it.
Stephanie is obsessed with this bag. She's going to be mad that we showed it on the podcast. It's gorgeous.
Opens like a doctor's bag.
Listen, there's crinkle. Sorry, people.
Look at, there's tons of room in there.
There's
and
feet
tons
on the bottom.
of, feet on the bottom. Pockets, nice big pocket, and then 2 smaller pockets for like your cell phone. And
this one's more like a purse. For sure, you could put yourself a project in there for sure. It's a knitting bag, however.
I don't really care what you use it for. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what the style of this bag is called this is called a tall caddy.
Sorry.
What? Oh, crinkle, crinkle. All right.
These bags are so great because first of all, they're tall, but there's eight pockets total, 4 on the outside and 4 on the inside. And it kind of cinches in a bit. And then you can take this strap, like on so many of their bags, and you can push it through this little loop, and then it's
closed
up, right?
Love it.
And then you can still access your yarn. You can still access whatever you have on the outside. People love this style bag. You can always just keep it out like Judy does and put your yarn in it and leave it on your bed every day when you wake up. Did you know Judy does that?
No.
I don't know if it's this style, but she has an attendee bag filled with yarn. And you know how some people put their pillows back on their bed in the morning when they make their bed? She puts her knitting bag up.
Oh my gosh.
Because it looks pretty.
Hilarious. It sure does.
Sure does. So this one is absolutely stunning, and it's called EC. What is that?
I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Look for this beautiful thing, and if you want this one, say that beautiful red one. We're the worst.
Listen. This is more like a purse, but I couldn't resist it because the beautiful fabric, I just couldn't resist it. I think it's...
What is this fabric called?
No idea, because I've
What's
never...
it? What's the texture of it? Couch cushion?
They don't call it couch
that?
cushion.
Velvet? Is it velvet?
Yeah, I mean...
It feels like velvet.
It's velvet-like. No,
they
crushed velvet?
Sure, they can't feel it.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you see that it's not flat?
Yeah.
It's soft.
Yeah.
It feels like a couch.
Yes.
In the best way possible.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm really selling things today.
Love this bag.
Yeah.
Definitely more of a, I mean, again, plenty of room. Like opens up nice and wide, pockets on the inside, feet on the, feet on the bottom. It's a beautiful bag. I knew that one of my customers would definitely want this bag.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous. And then, I'm surprised this is still here.
Well, we've sold one of them.
Yeah. This is Midnight Mink Hope Basket. The style is called a Hope Basket. You can, when you're carrying it by the handles, it's like this. It is, it is so soft. You could just pet it.
This feels like a puppy.
The whole day. I think this might be softer than either of our puppies. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. We should just do this. We should.
Yeah.
I love this bag
Riveting.
Because you can fold it down.
I love
see
this.
that gorgeous fabric, and then you can access your project a little bit easier, but then also put a crap ton of stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like you could really stuff this baby.
Yeah. You have the pink version of this.
Next time you order these, you need to order more pink bags. Because the minute you get them, they go.
Yeah.
The pink bag is spectacular.
Did I get a pink one this time?
Yeah, Judy got it.
Oh, right.
She said, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm shocked this is here. We sell so many of these bags out of the box.
Yeah.
It's like a
Well, we did sell, I think, 5 of the tall caddies from the box already. So
yeah. And
you pulled another one, didn't you? Yeah, it's on the chair next to you.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite fabrics. This is, I think, called Blossom Blue. I think this is called. Look at this. And the style of it is the Pioneer. I'm almost positive. Look at it. I love it.
Huge.
Yep. Feet on the bottom.
Take this on a trip. You look so fancy.
Oh my gosh, it's just so good.
It looks like a Mary Poppins bag.
I know, but in the best
way. In the best way. I mean that in a good way. You could Mary Poppins your yarn out of that for sure.
This is a great bag.
It's so pretty.
And there are more that we're not showing you that you can see on the website. There's more
behind us.
There.
Yeah. So
good. This is one of mine. I love this one too. This is another tall caddy.
I love that fabric too.
That's called L'Amour. So pretty.
Okay, so things to look out for coming up. Local Yarn Store Day is April 26th. Can we say what we're having a trunk show of that for that day?
We sure can.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, it's too exciting. Yeah, you are, Local Yarn Store Day is...
It's my favorite day.
We have,
it's my favorite.
It's the best day of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I told you already that we'll have our custom color from Hope, and you want to get in on that action because once it's gone, it's gone. I ordered, a decent amount of it, but somehow, no matter how much I order of a custom color, there are always a few people who miss out.
Yeah, that's what happened last year over and over and over again with our custom color.
Yeah. So there's that. In addition to that, on Local Yarn Store Day, we will be having I'm just too excited.
A trunk show.
Sorry, Land. Sorry, Spain.
We're going to be having a trunk show
with
Woolens
Michelle
and Nosh.
from Woolens and Nosh.
I'm so excited. I love Woolens and Nosh yarn.
Exciting.
I love her yarn. I'm so excited.
You guys,
it's going to be spectacular. Her yarn is stunning. Self-striping, gorgeous,
like no other.
Gorgeousness. It's going to be wonderful. We should have snacks.
We should have snacks?
Yeah.
We always have snacks.
We should have good snacks.
We always have good snacks.
Well, what are the snacks going to be?
I don't know, but they're going to be a surprise.
Oh.
I mean, last year we probably had Allie's Donuts, but I mean, that's not a bad snack.
No, not a bad snack, but it's not going to be Friday.
That's right. So
I think I need a break from Donut Friday again.
Oh,
my pants aren't fitting so great.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Keisha with the donuts. That was funny. Yeah, so big doings.
Lots of stuff
on Local Yarn Store Day. I'm so
There'll
excited.
be more surprises and things that you don't get to know about yet, but you will, and it'll be great.
Yep. So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm. Okay, also Newport Yarn and Fibers Trunk Show, May 9th and 10th. If you want to hear more about that, we talked about it kind of at length at the last podcast on our last episode, but they are wonderful ladies that are coming to share yarn, and there will be raffles, and that's going to be Mother's Day weekend. The Friday and Saturday will be closed on Mother's Day on the Sunday.
Right.
May 9th and 10th. Okay.
Okay.
Then we already talked a little bit about the Europe trip. So if you want to know more about that, you can send us an email. Lori, Lori, at skeinyarnshop.com. And also you can follow Explore Knitting Tours on Instagram and catch up on what they just did if you want to know kind of like what we're going to be doing, because they just literally did our trip already.
Right, except ours is
going to include
even
me
better.
And Lori.
But it just looked like they had the most amazing time. So
can't wait.
Yeah, just go on their Instagram and see all the pictures that Marnie took.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun.
She's great at capturing stuff.
It's going to be awesome too to know that like they've already done it, so they'll have like little insights into
Yes. And but it looks like they had an incredible time. Yeah, I am so excited about it. And I was going to say one other thing. If you spouses, more than welcome. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I don't know. I think that's it. We got to pack this up. And then we're going to take a little video of what's happening here.
That's right.
So you can see it all once I clean up the table.
Yeah, and I've got a bunch more ordering to do.
Dude, what's in that box?
I think it's Harvest Fingering.
What's that?
Another earth yarn.
Okay. Fab.
So, I'm trying to think. Anything else? We've been on for a while. yeah, so we'll have more new yarn to show you the next time. And I'll be able to talk about Spain a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So excited to see Alex. I really miss her. And yeah, we're going to go there for a week. Myself, Kevin, and my mother-in-law.
It's going to be awesome.
And we're just going to have the best time. Everybody say a prayer that we have good weather.
Yeah,
because
Alex
so
says
far
it's not been that great, huh?
The weather has been like the past 2-3 weeks. All I see when I look at the weather over there is rain. Like nothing but rain. I really don't want that, but we'll make the best of it.
Well, I hope you get a lot of knitting done.
You know what? That is the plan. That is definitely the plan on my Kaisa.
Yeah, man.
Yay.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, thanks so much for watching. It was so nice to do this again.
We'll see you later.
All right. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so when you walk into the store, we moved some things around. We've got our Wooble kits over here next to the shawl wall. The shawl. This is where we have our unique sock sets, the kits of the yarn that you could make socks out of, or that adorable baby dress. We've got some bags and pom-poms and yarn over here. And then off to the right, this is where all the spiral grain sport is by Earth Yarns. I just think they're so beautiful, and I'm really loving knitting with this yarn, so I think you should try it. Got a little display with some stuff over here. Here is that full opalescent collection from Huloko, along with all of our other fingering weight yarns. So we have Needles at the Ready, Hedgehog Fibers, Hope Made Yarn Co., Assayer Alpaca, Allegria, and Fino from Manos. And then other new things in the store. We have this collection of cotton merino from Juniper Moon Farms. Of course, some other worsted weight yarns showing off Caitlyn's beautiful traveler. Our bags are all along the top up there. And then over here we've got the full collection of Juniper Moon Farms Cumulus. That's the worsted cotton nylon that Lori's using for her tee. And then we have some new Noro things over here. So we have Subame, which is a silk nylon wool blend. And then we have Akari and Akari Solo. So the solid colors are called Akari Solo, and the tops are the multicolor. We have lots of people who have really enjoyed making the Sophie shawl out of the Akari in the color changing yarn. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Hope I'm not making anyone sick. This is the Cumulus. We did get some new colors of Cumulus Rainbow, which are all down here, and super, super lovely yarn to work with. We got some Delicue sacks. These are the little mini snap sacks, and they are awesome. We didn't show them on the podcast because Lori and I were like, well, they sell themselves. So if you want one, you should head over and check those out. We've got some tchotchkes. Our friend Angie is making progress keepers and stitch markers for the store now. They're spectacular. I happen to only exclusively use hers now because they're so beautiful. So these are available. And then back here we have anywhere from Aran to bulky and super bulky. Lots of Noro. The top row is all Noro Ito, and then that's 100% wool. And then below it is the Noro Malvinus, which is also 100% wool, just in solid colors. I think they look so beautiful, and I tried to match the like whatever's on top with what you could pair it with underneath. We've gotten some cotton from Juniper Moon Farms in a bulky. We have a bit of Rasta, but we're sort of phasing out of our Rasta phase of life because, you know, we're hoping for warmer weather. Here's where we're keeping the on the round cottage DK. You can see we almost sold out of that light blue at the top, which I think Lori's daughter Sam bought. And then we have some Madeline Tosh DK still, which is beautiful yarn. And here's some perfect stuff up here. This is Santa Stern Double Sunday. Look at all those colors. They're so good. I've got to fix some of those cubbies, but otherwise they look pretty fantastic. We've got, let's say we have Essayer Soft coming in soon, right, Lori?
Yes. Yes, in the light colors.
The light colors of Essayer Soft are coming in. And this is Sayun by Noro here. And that is color changing wool and nylon DK weight. Perfect substitute for why can't I think of what the word is?
For what?
Hand spun. Jesus God. A perfect substitute for spin cycle. If you're looking for a pattern that calls for spin cycle, check that out on our website. Here we've got Patagonia on the top, which is a sport weight, 100% wool. And then below it, you can see all of those colors of the Cirrus by Juniper Moon Farms and the Cirrus Rainbow. Here's our wall of British DK that we love. And then coming over here, we'll finish up with back towards the front. This is the Sandnes Garn Tin Lena. So we have a ton of colors of that. So if you're looking for a linen cotton yarn for summer, we have it for you. We still have a bit of Junction fiber mills making tracks, but this is slowly exiting the shop because everybody wants it. And another Sandnes Garn collection over here. This is some alpaca silk and some Lang Cashmere Premium down below. All right, that's what we got. That's what's happening over here. We hope everybody has a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye.